The struggle has been beyond real. I have these awesome clippers right here from Wall. I'll leave a link to these in the description box below. And I've been looking for the past, I think, month or two for a volunteer for me to cut their hair. And I've been asking all my friends, and I've yet to have someone sit in my chair. Now I don't know what that's saying about my friends or what that says about the perception of what they think of my hair cutting abilities, but nonetheless, it's a struggle. Here, let me set these down. The point of today is to talk about a few topics that come up quite often when it comes to the creative journey: equipment, motivation, inspiration, creativity, and confidence. Now, I by no means am a creative wizard, but I'm just giving a little of my insight. And that being said, if you do have any insight of your own, that'll help us out in regard to the creative process, whether it be equipment, coming up with ideas, or motivation and confidence, please let us know in the description box below. Okay, first let's talk about equipment. Now, you can literally spend thousands of dollars on equipment. I mean, we all know that. Today, I don't know if you can tell things are a little different for those of you that frequent the channel quite often, or for those of you that are new. I'm actually shooting on my iPhone 6s, and I'm doing that to prove a point, to prove that most of us have some device that can shoot video. So again, I have my 6s up on a tripod, and in regard to audio, I actually have myself hooked up to a lav mic, and the lav mic that I'm using is, I think it's like $25 or $30. I'll link that in the description box below as well. But I'll turn the mic off right now, just so you'll get raw audio from the iPhone 6s. And again, I mean, it's not perfect. There's a tad bit of an echo, but it gets the job done. And yes, the 6s is definitely prehistoric, and that's my everyday phone. I try to hold out long enough to where that'll be a legitimate upgrade for me. So as soon as the 12, if the 12 does come out, I might get it. But for now, this does perfectly fine. Now, I did bring this topic up because I've been getting a lot of questions. I do get a lot of questions, whether they be emails or messages on Instagram or Facebook, in regard to equipment and leveling up. Matter of fact, yesterday I had a buddy, he sent me an email and he wanted me to critique his, I guess they're more so like promo videos for Instagram. And so I looked at them, I thought they were pretty good, but there was still a lot that could be done when it came to the story, and specifically telling the story and having a premise and transitions that made the story flow. I feel that that's more important than spending thousands of dollars on equipment. Now, there's a few other things that can actually help out your shooting, your storytelling ability, and that's lighting, composition, angles, sound. Those can all be implemented to make, let's say, an iPhone 6s be more than capable to create something legitimate. That being said, as far as the iPhone 6s, it's like this is sponsored by iPhone 6s. Obviously it's not. Anyways, so back to the story at hand. This morning, I actually used my phone and I put some video together of me making a cup of coffee and then going outside and watching the birds in the morning, which is my general routine. So I'll play that right now. As you can see, it's definitely nothing fancy, but there was a bit of a story. Yes, you could tell I was making my coffee, and I hope you could tell that I was going outside and watching the birds in the morning. Again, nothing fancy. Like I was saying, that was my first cup of coffee for the day, so I really didn't have, my patience wasn't there, but I just wanted to show an example of something that you can piece together. Was it amazing? By no means. Could you get by with that? I think so. Going back to the premise of the equipment situation, use what you have. Now going back to lighting is especially important. And again, that's another thing that can cost thousands of dollars. But with this given situation, like this talking head right now, I'm just using light from the sun going through a window. And the coffee this morning, that was just using natural light from a window. That's absolutely free. And even if you did need to light a given scenario, you can use household lights, whether it be your ceiling lights, or you can use a simple lamp that you may have lying around. Enough with the equipment and the pseudo technical stuff. Let's get more so into the mental aspect of it when it comes to motivation, inspiration, creativity, and confidence. They all pretty much go hand in hand. And when you really think about it, it simply comes down to grabbing your device, whatever it may be, and creating. Really, it's as simple as that. And if you don't know where to start, you can do what I did this morning by just videoing your preparing coffee or getting out of bed or brushing your teeth or the whole morning routine. Whatever it is, the first thing that comes to mind, just go with that. Let's make this relative to something else, perhaps starting a fitness journey. Now, I have clients and I have those that have asked me for help when it comes to starting a fitness routine or just more so focusing on the health and fitness aspect of life. And they want to know how to get started or where to get started or where I get my motivation from. And I always tell everyone when it comes to this topic that the hardest part about fitness and nutrition and health is getting started. But once you're started, it's relatively smooth sailing. It's like taking this to, let's say, the gym. You have the gym scheduled into your calendar. You know when to go. And honestly, the hardest part about your workout is actually getting to the gym, because once you're there, you have no other choice but to work out. And as you're working out, you're getting stronger, and this becomes routine. And then it becomes second nature to where you get up, you have your day, you know when to go to the gym, you go, and it just becomes second nature to you. Now, this is like the creative process. It's a workout. You grab your camera, you start filling, you get those creative juices flowing, you start strengthening the mental aspect of the game, and it becomes second nature. You become more efficient in the creative process once you start exercising that part of your brain. Now, in the beginning of this, I stated that motivation, inspiration, creativity, and confidence all go hand in hand. And I said that because once you get this flowing, the efficiency of the creativity process flowing, that in turn increases your confidence, which in turn increases your motivation. And that's why I said they all go hand in hand. So for those of us that do have the question about motivation, creativity, confidence, grab a device and just get to creating. It really is as simple as that. And for those of you that do have some insight and that can help us out and just give us some more insight into things that will help us with the creativity aspect, with the motivation aspect, with the confidence, please let us know in the comment section below. That rhymed. That was awesome. Anyways, yeah, I guess that's going to do it for today. As always, I hope that you found this video helpful, perhaps intriguing. If you did, please go ahead and give this a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe if you aren't already. Until next time, peace! We out.